Alright everyone, welcome to another video of the Dongers of Runeterra. My voice will be a little bit lower here today. Don't want to wake up the neighbors. I'm gonna increase it a little bit here, see if that can help. Last week's news thing didn't came out. Jan was occupied doing stuff. That is all good. So I'm just going to go through how the meta is right now. I'm gonna tell you guys what I've been playing, and then we're gonna discuss discuss a little bit, but we're gonna talk about the tournaments. The Donger League season 2 just ended. We're gonna go through that. We had the big Donger Cup at this Sunday, and that was a very good. It was a successful. In my opinion, of course, things could be done better. It was our first tournament like that, whole day tournament. But we're gonna go through those things. We're gonna start with the meta things first. You can see in the rankings, myself, I broke top 50 during this week. Basically with Callista Endure, a greedy version of Callista Endure. It is in my deck manager. If you look me up in Mobilytics, you can find the deck list there. Decent man in our Discord and in our tournaments, right? He has been playing it far longer. It is the same deck list, and he's also been climbing very, very high. He also broke top 50 recently. He's at 52 now. So both him and me have been blasting through the standings lately, especially him, because he was like at 200 LP or something when he picked it up again. So, this greedy version of Callista Elise that we are playing, that is a really good ladder deck. Of course, in Master, people are starting to recognize our names and our builds, so people are playing better against it than before. But it basically runs no defense, so it's fragile. You just go ham. People think that you might have an Everglade, might have Wild Feast and stuff like that, but you don't. So people play around stuff that they think you have, but you do not have them. You just have full pure aggro in that way, with some finesse, like with Atrocity, Fury of the North, Battle Fury and stuff like that. Give that a try if you want to climb. Same is still for Swain TF if you are below Diamond at least. That should still be a very unplayed deck, in my opinion. And it should definitely rack you up some wins. But otherwise, in the meta, Callista Endure went up last week, which I said in that video, and it is there. It is good. I'm gonna drink some water here. Ash Sejuani and SRLTF both are declining a little bit in play rate in Masters, but both are still very, very good decks. Even though Piltover Bilgewater is increasing, but that is because of the new deep deck as well. Scouts still very strong. I agree about this. This Pirate aggro, I don't really agree about. There is a new version of Gangplank and Twisted Fate that is way better than Misfortune, unfortunately, because I love Misfortune. And I think there's a Michelle Marone or something about really playing that super good in there. So that's definitely maybe even S tier, at least when he's playing it. You have SRL Karma, Tempo Sejuani, Deep, all these things. Swain TF is actually, for the first time in here, I didn't see it before, it's 8 higher now. I agree with that, there's a lot of counters to it. And Nox Ezreal, new for here. I'm a little bit shocked that Draven Jinx is not here. I have been against it for a long time, but I would say that Draven Jinx might be an S-tier deck. And there is the new, because it can really run you over. But then there also is the counter to the Callista Elise that is coming up, which accidentally also counters my lovely Swain TF. Oh, sorry for the yawn. Sorry, it is the TF Fizz elusive deck with Freya Bilgewater. It's not here, but it's really, really good. It's really good, and I have a very good win rate against it, but it's a super good deck. It pops up like 7/7 elusives at round 5 and 6 sometimes. It's really nasty. So that's where we're at right now. We can go check in the master stats and see like the play rate is Freyode Shadow Wild with Crystallis has just been spiking 11%. Bilgewater Noxus is spiking hard. Mostly, I think it is the TF Swain, as you see, 23% play rate here. But there is also the GPTF, 15% of the games here. So there are two really good decks in there, and same goes for the Freyr Shadow Isle, because you can also play Brahma Nivea, right? So that is a bit different. And then you have a third place. It comes down to the Noxus Freyord with Ash still on the decline, going down to 10%. The win rate is still very high now, though, so it's doing pretty good. So let's see here. Oh, Jan, you can cut this yawn out. So if we move away from the meta will change. Hopefully in August 26th, and it will change a little bit, like between here and there. But most of the top decks are going to be there to stay in some capacity. Might change in cards and stuff like that, but the most things here, like Deep is not gonna go anywhere, and stuff like that. So, and 26 the new sets released. That's why it's really gonna shake up things up there. Maybe it's a new season. I hope it's a new season as well. So let's get away from this and go to the Donger League, I was gonna say, but I really want to start with the Donger Cup. It played this Sunday. 20 participation was in. It was 4 or 5, I think, from our from the Donger League. If you like names that we recognize, the rest was new people coming in from Russia, Kazakhstan, Malaysia, like a lot of new guys that we haven't, and girls like that we hadn't met before, hadn't played versus before, and that were making some noise. Portugal, stuff like that in this tournament. Some Masters players, some from other ranks, right? The tournament was run. It took a couple of hours. Unfortunately, we were 20 and not like closer to 30, so there was a lot of buys and sync-offs in the beginning. But at the end, it really turned out really great. Of course, we have a winner. It was Belial 09. She didn't. She or he, I don't know if it's a he or she, didn't have a buy. 2-0 Extraction, 2-0, 2-1 Kizui, 2-0 Grimoire, 2-1. Sorry, Grimoire, 2-1 me, and then Crazy Rush. Me and Crazy Rush both were beaten. Went down to the losers bracket. I had to go through Decent Man, Grimoire, and then Crazy Rush, but I lost against Crazy Rush. So Crazy Rush went up and faced Belial again, but lost 2-0. Belial 09, like super deserved winner, won every like series. Twisted Fate as well was the winning deck. Second placer Crazy Rush was playing a Draven Jinx, to a very fine success. Myself was playing TF Swain in this tournament. Grimoire for the 4th place was playing Lux Shen, which was really good. And then if you take to the 5th and 6th spot, that was Kalista, Elise Endure deck, and a deep deck. So the 6 top decks were different from all the 6 players. Very, very fun, to be honest. And we hope to be able to do this maybe like once a month. Have this, maybe we change the formats from double elimination to something else, or we keep going with it. So that is not set in stone, but we are going to do this more. Belial won the 50 euros, and yeah, and that was really nice. So congratulations to him or her. And now we move into the Donga League. We had the playoff weekend. Just started working again. This is why I'm yawning, because my sleep schedule is messed up. I'm really sorry about that. So in the playoff, we had myself and Rhinoceros. We had buys in the first round. So in the quarterfinal, we had Decent Man, who was seeded 4th place, and Fruxodig versus Fruxodig was seeded 5th, and Connoisseur, that was 3rd against BG. Well, Decent Man was playing Callista Endure, because you had to play one deck through the whole playoff. Fruxodig was bringing Deep, Connoisseur was playing Yasuo Swain, which he's very known for, and BG also played Deep. It was Decent Man's game did not, and Fruxodig was not recorded, unfortunately, I think. Or maybe it was. No, it was. I'm sorry. I can't remember. But it was over swiftly. And because like Callista Elise is doing pretty good into Deep in general. And then we had Connoisseur versus BG with some tight games that BG really closed out in a good way. I saw the games. I think I commentated on it, maybe. No, there was that one I couldn't because it didn't work. So BG took a little bit of a surprise win against Connoisseur as a 6th seed, beating the 3rd. And since we are playing like the League of Legends series before, they have done a little bit switcheroo, but before they had this top 6 thing, and the first seeded always then faced the lowest seeded that came out from the quarterfinals. So that means that I was playing BG, so this is not a traditional like playoff tree. So that was the format we were using, so I got to play BG, and Swain TF is really good into Deep, so that was a 2-0. I think one of the games was really close though, if I remember right. I've been playing a lot of games lately. So BG played good, like his yeah, it was super close. He was almost like smashing me through with 18 damage elusive last round, and I was already damaged, but one of his elusive guys was damaged, so I could flock him. The games are on our YouTube channel as well, and make sure to check them out if you want to see some good games. And then Rhinoceros that brought a Hecarim Thresh deck that was really good, played Decent Man. Those games are great, you should definitely check them out. For sure, like those were really good. Super close. It was like 1 health from going for Rhinoceros victory in the end, in game 3, and game 2 and 1 also brought a lot of like tension. Well played. Some mistakes and some really like weird mistakes, and some really nice plays as well, right? And some crazy games. So from both of them. Which was really fun. Like it's impossible to play mistake free in a best of 3 series. So very good games. And then we had the final. It was me versus Decent Man, and I had beaten him 2-1 in the Donger Cup with this exact same matchup, exact same cards. This one went 2-0. First game, close, really close. He did a misplay that he lost his Callista, and that gave me some good things in the early stages, and then he had and then I did a misplay that because he had a 9 and 5 unit later that I could have damaged, so I could flock him in the round 2 when he was gonna atrocity. Unfortunately for Decent Man, he didn't have an atrocity then, so I didn't get punished, so I won game 1 anyway. And game 2 was a little bit more one-sided, but that also good games coming up soon on YouTube, probably before this video. I don't know, something like that. So that's how it is. I'm the champion now, the current Donger champion. Decent Man is 2-time finalist now, 1-time winner. So that's gonna be really interesting when we are starting with the format with Donger Champions League after next season. And currently we are increasing a little bit for next season. I think we're going to be 17 or 18 players, so it's going to be a top 8. So that's going to be really nice. Player of the week here became me. I'm so humble. After 2-0ing both BG and Decent Man all the way in the playoff, and yeah, so that's really how it looks. Season 3 is going to pop up very, very soon. As you can see here, I'm starting to mixture a little bit with the standings here and stuff like that, and it's going to be great. These things are not correct yet right now, but I'm making the playoff bracket, and we'll see how it ends, how it turns out. So really, really, really nice. It's gonna be that, and thanks everyone for watching so far. If you're watching still, remember to like and subscribe, and follow us on Patreon, join us on Discord, everything is down there, and also join in on my Twitch stream, where I will have slightly more energy. And right now, when I'm filming this video, I wish I actually did this one yet tomorrow, because I'm so tired. But it's all good. This one is it's more an information thing here. And please try out the Callista Elise if you want to grind your ladder, or Swain TF. I think that those are really good. Swain TF if you're a little bit lower in the ranks. And if you're a master, you should try the Callista Elise deck. You can find it in my mobile if you search in mobile on my name and my decks. I try to have all my decks out there. So thanks very much for watching, and Dong is out.